Welcome to the first news of 2022. Let's talk about the sponsors, transfers, boards, arch rivals, and the importance of wearing a helmet. Hey guys, it's Papa Mish and happy 2022. It's been a while, so we have a lot of stuff to discuss. Let's start with the sponsor system. Last month Hattrick introduced the sponsors, and now every off-season we have a choice. We are given 5 different contracts that we could choose between, and every sponsor will give us sort of revenue. We have a certain fixed price that we'll be getting no matter what, and also we could choose between different sponsors. Some will give us the safe option with a certain amount of money for every league game played, but others could give us a little bit more if we take risks. Maybe we need to keep a clean sheet, maybe we need to score a lot of goals, maybe we need to win the championship. So it's very interesting, and now every off-season we got a choice. If we will not choose, we will get the safe option. That's an interesting idea. Up until now, I would say that most of the teams in Hattrick still need to go with the safer option because the random could really destroy their revenue in case of their taking risks. So maybe only for lower division teams who sure to win a lot of easy games. But it's a good start, and maybe in the future more options and more different sponsors will be introduced, that it will be something that also teams from the upper divisions could take advantage and interest of. In the last news we discussed the fairness in the transfer market, and while making that video I didn't know the specific team that the allegations were against. It appeared to be a very well-known manager who also reached the Hattrick Masters finals, and after an investigation the developers decided to ban this manager and all his teams. After knowing who it is and knowing how much he volunteers, helps, and beloved member, maybe a total ban was a bit harsh and a different solution could be made, maybe a big financial fine on his teams, maybe only losing the problematic team, but they decided to ban him. After that, a petition was made on the local forum of that manager's country with dozens of managers making their username, changing it with the prefix of Mac. The developers allowed him to come back, and it probably took a lot of mental strength to do it, but I'm very happy that he's returned. Regarding the transfer market, future coaches, gold bars, and managers trying to circumvent money around their cash reserves, Hattrick introduced finally the new mechanic regarding this issue with the board and player activity. They made a few changes to make it more intuitive for everyone, and they are targeting 2 niches. Players with solid leadership and more than inadequate experience who could be future coaches, and goalkeepers, players with more than solid goalkeeping. So now you need to actively play with the player unless you want the money to go back to the cash reserve. So if someone was buying a lot of future coaches to keep in the team and sell to use the money immediately in the transfer market, if he won't play with the player and he'll just sell him, all the money will go immediately to the cash reserves. The board will just say, you're not playing with this player, you don't need him, so the money from the transfer will not be available to you. If you are playing with the player, no problem at all, take the money. Now, if you are owning 20 future coaches who are very, very old and you are playing with them, they could be injured and then you won't be able to sell them at all. Goalkeepers will also maintaining their value for a lot of seasons, not like future coaches, but still, so they are targeting this niche, and they are also saying that they will be watching and might add new niches to the mechanism if managers will try to somehow make other players gold bars. So you need to play with the player 60 minutes every week, and also a few nice additions that they made regarding players, like homegrown players are not being calculated at all, so you will always get the money from them. And also if you are buying a new player in the first 2 weeks, you could sell him without a problem at all. And also they give you a little buffer, so if a player like drop form and you don't immediately use him and then you want to sell him, the percentage will not immediately go to the cash reserves. So you have a little bit of buffer, and even if he's not playing at the beginning, you'll be able to sell him and get the cash available for you. So that's pretty much the mechanic. And when you're trying to sell a player before putting him on the transfer market, you'll also get a notification of how much money of the sale, the percentage that will go to the cash, and how much will go to the cash reserves. Last month, the National Team World Cup reached its final stages. In the semi-final, we had Slovakia beating 2-1 Austria, while Italy beating 4-3 Romania. The final was crazy, with Italy taking a quick 2-0 lead at minute 8, and it looked all but over. Slovakia managed to equalize, Italy took the lead again, Slovakia equalized for the second time to drag the game into overtime with a score of 3-3. Then they somehow managed to force a nerve event on Italy and take the victory 5-3 with the first ever gold World Cup medal for the national team of Slovakia. Congratulations! Replay says it was very close, 53-47 in favor of Slovakia. As we are approaching week 4, the Hattrick Masters will start next Monday with round number 1. I'll be streaming all the matches on my Twitch channel, so be sure to join me there. But we can't speak about the Hattrick Masters without the amazing stats of Nick Karna. In the thread Hattrick Masters Season 80, he's giving us amazing statistics, and now the favorites for winning the Hattrick Masters, according to his HTS, are a champion from 2 seasons ago, Commendator Ernesto Che Guevara with 5.2% to win. Also, Sega from Hungary, 4.6% to win. Angmar, Ragnarok, Metschutag with more than 3% to take the competition. Who do you think will win this season's Hattrick Masters? Please comment down below and see if you are right. Another interesting statistics from Nick Karna about the Hattrick Masters called Masters History. This is an amazing thread with so much nostalgic information, and just 2 posts that I want to show you. In post number 48, he is speaking about the most unlucky teams in the Hattrick Masters history, and those are teams who had 100% chance to win, or 85% or 83% chance to win, and they lost. Another cool statistics that I'm included in is teams who never won a single match in the Hattrick Masters, and my third team, Sneaky Cat, from a small country, I have 5 games and 5 losses. Also lost to the Hattrick Masters champion, so it's very good to win against me. Let's see if I'll be able to scrap my first victory this Monday, or I'll go up this list with another loss. And now a few interesting ideas and topics from the global forum. Sanskar4 from India suggesting that we'll have arch rivals, that we could declare a team to be our arch rival for a season or a few seasons, and if they accept when we play each other, a victory will yield you a little bit more team confidence, or even team spirit, maybe more fans, and a loss will do the opposite. So it's a very interesting idea. We need to think that it won't be manipulated when friends will help a competitive team against a non-competitive team. So I was thinking maybe this could be done automatically. If you're playing in a certain division and you already played a number of games against a certain team, it will automatically become your arch rival for a specific season or something like this. What do you think about this idea of arch rivals, and what would you suggest to be the benefits or downsides of such an idea? Gian Beppo from Italy started a great topic called Teams That Put Down Roots. He's played 16 seasons in the same division, and he was wondering what's the record in Hattrick for a team to play the most amount of seasons in the same division. A lot of managers answered, and apparently the winner is Team Levski from Sweden, and they played 52 seasons in the same division. Going to historical statistics of this series, we see that he played 730 games in this division. This is amazing. This is crazy. And I was wondering in which division all three of my teams played the most amount of seasons is, and I went to check out. So for Sherlock, the most amount of time I spent in the Premier Division with 8 seasons. For Black Sabbath, at the beginning, I played 7 seasons in the 6th division, and I'm going into my 6th season in the Premier Division, so hopefully I'll beat that record and stay more in the top than in the bottom. And for Sneaky Cat, my new team, I am going into my 6th season in the Premier Division. It was called I.1. Now they changed the name to Ethiopian Premier League, but it's the same division, so 6 seasons in the top. Please let me know, check in your team's history, in which series, in which league did you spend the most amount of times, and let me know about it. If you take pride in your team's uniform, the Match Kit Federation is for you. Opened by Connor from England, this federation is all about match kits. Then managers could show off the cool kit uniform for their players, and they could also share for other managers to use. On the federation, it's free to join. There is the forum, and then you could share your kits. Just for example, one thing that I saw, Massimo from Italy is sharing a lot of different uniforms from his free teams. You just go to his team, then match kits on the side, view teams kits, and all of those uniforms are, you could import this for your team as well. You also have a few private in his private collection. So let's check another of his teams just for fun. View kits. Again, a lot of different uniform for his team. I designed my own kits. Where is it? So I have this a cat, a Sneaky Cat for Sneaky Cat, and I'm using this. I'm not really super invested in this, but that's a cool thing. For Sherlock, I have the chessboard here for the kits. Again, I designed my own kits. I designed also this for a friend. You could see here the shape of a sheep. So I was pretty proud of my work here. And I think I also designed Lena's uniform. Where, wait a second, that's her team. Me as her mentor, I could check it out. Yes, here you go. So she has like this chicks here on her team. So what about you? Do you take pride in your match kits? Did you design a cool kit that you want to share with everyone? You could do this on the Match Kit Federation, or just like, again, comment down below and let everyone know that your uniform is the best. F. Martin from Spain complained that his player Manolo Gama had 4 consecutive head injuries, and he's requesting the developers to let him play with the helmet. Pip Valderrama from Argentina suggested this kind of helmet for his player, but I think that the solution of Hat Boeing from the Netherlands that designed this helmet for the player is much better. Hope you enjoyed the first news of 2022. Please let me know in the comment sections what do you think about all the things that we discussed here. What's the longest period of time you played in a single league? Do you think that we should have arch rivals? And your thoughts about the sponsors and the board and gold bars. As always, Hattrick, it's more than a game, it's a community. I'll see you around, and hopefully on Monday for the first round of the Hattrick Masters.